Hey guys, welcome back to the second ever episode of the Waiting Room Podcast.
Today we are going to be talking about a couple of big money-making industries and other social topics.
Yeah,
but
man.
I mean, it's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And I just wanted to know, Ethan, what are your plans for Thanksgiving?
It's Monday, so we don't really do much on Monday. We usually have the dinner on Sunday. But dude, that celebration though, that was good.
Yes, I had my dinner last night, but
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not a big turkey eater or anything like that. So
No.
I had a bowl of salad and some mashed potatoes.
Wow. Good to hear that you're in the spirit.
But, yeah, Thanksgiving is not my day. You know, it's
No.
definitely a day that I push past. But today being a long weekend, I am going back over to my grandparents' house, and we are going to have leftovers for dinner.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, we usually have it Thanksgiving at our house, and then we have like the other like holidays like Easter and Christmas at like my grandma's or
Yeah,
stuff like that.
definitely,
Which,
same here.
yeah, it's always nice. But I feel like like when you're younger, like you mentioned, you don't like appreciate it as much as you might when you're older. So
Yeah. But now, let's get right into the first topic, social
Yes,
media.
sir. Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of
There's a lot of pros and cons, but there's a lot of like reasons like you should have it as well. Like
there's a lot of good things behind social
I'm gonna
media.
pull up my phone and we're gonna go to social medias. So I have Snapchat,
Yeah.
Instagram, and Twitter.
That's what I have too. Yeah.
But those ones, they're basic.
Those are like the standard. Everyone
Yeah,
has
everybody
those.
has those ones.
Well,
But
YouTube too, if you.
YouTube too, if
but
you
it's
count
kinda,
it as a
it's
social
more
media, but-
mainstream now. It's more like an entertainment platform like Netflix. I wouldn't count it as much, but
Yeah.
but one of the bad things that people often tie to social media is like mental health problems or like stuff like that. Because like they often say like when you see like your favorite creator like in their LA mansion, you know, like kicking it
Yeah.
with like their friends, and like you're like, damn, I wish I had that life, and I'm never gonna have that life. But it's like you often only see like the good bits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than the bad bits.
But I still think there's like
There's a lot more pros.
there's a lot
to
more
it.
pros to it. But another con that I have like with it is just it's like the cyberbullying topic.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
All like bullying never really happens in person anymore. It's all through social media,
Yeah.
which is a bummer because it sucks,
Yeah.
especially if you do get cyberbullied.
Yeah. Everyone's had their run-ins, I guess.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
So, but now something good about it is I like being able to like share with people and like
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm going here. Have you been there? What can I do there? And all that stuff. It's like on Instagram, you post that you're in Mexico. People are like, wow, that's cool. Like you just get to show off. Like you get to show off like
Your
you're having that
experiences.
experience. Yeah.
You know, not like show off, but like like share your experience, which
Definitely.
is good. You know, I think that's kind of what they wanted to happen when they like initially started it, which is like that's what people use it for. Like Instagram is like probably like the biggest,
Definitely.
arguably the
yeah.
biggest, right? So like people like will share like you're a photographer, like you have.
Yeah. I like to show my work on it.
Right. So it's cool to be able to post it and like share it.
And it's cool to get feedback from people.
Exactly. Like with you guys, you know, we got a bit of feedback on our last episode, which we appreciate. We got a lot of
Definitely. Thank you.
positive feedback, which is good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. But like you said, it is good to get feedback and tips. Like, you know, like I would say like you're more like new into it because you haven't been doing it for so
I haven't
long.
been doing it for probably a month,
Right.
month and a half.
Like consistently, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like there's like maybe some bigger ones that could like give you tips or like tell you what they like and like that sort of thing, which is good.
I take a couple pictures for you.
Right.
And
Which are
on your
always good.
Yeah,
right?
and on your Instagram, there's small little like company thingies like asking back, like, hey, we should do a collab.
Right,
We think your photography could help us boost our like.
brand awareness
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's cool. And that actually leads me to my next point about the good bits of social media is marketing, right?
Marketing, yes.
A lot of like most of like new businesses are like online now, which is the way it's the place to be, you know?
Yeah.
Everything's online, that's the place to be. That's where the money's at. That was like a gunshot, dude. That scared me.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, like online's the place to be. So a lot of new businesses and old business, you know, older established businesses
Yeah.
are using social media to market their businesses, which is, you know, that's the way to do it. You know,
And other than my like photography account, my personal account on Instagram, I do show off. I play baseball,
right?
and I show off that.
Yeah.
Like you look through
share
my
it.
whole feed. Yeah, I share it.
Yeah.
It's just me getting a hit, me pitching. I'm in Arizona getting scouted, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I've been recruited for teams through that
Right.
because they've seen my page and they're
Yeah.
like, wow, this kid can kind of do this. So and then they text me and they're like, hey, do you want to come on a trip to all these different colleges and just show off? And I was like, yeah, let me. And it's great for that. I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like a gateway to newer experiences. Like you said, like the sponsorships. Like I'm not one for working with some brands just because like I would only work with a brand if I was like into the brand. Like I'm not gonna work with
Definitely.
like a women's watch brand
No.
because like for one I don't wear women's watches and two
Yeah.
I'm not interested in it.
Mhm.
But like you said, like it's always good to like get opportunities. Like a lot of opportunities come with it. Of course, there's always like anything. There's always bad things that come with it, like the
Yeah.
cyberbullying and things like that you mentioned. But there's also a lot of good things that come from it, like the marketing and stuff like that. And I think in the next like 5 years, 10 years, we're gonna see like a lot of growth in marketing and stuff on social media,
Mhm.
and a lot of the older problems kind of like get like kind of suited out and updated and fixed, which is good.
And I have a feeling in the next 5 or 10 years, like you say, I have a feeling there's going to be a new social media app for just marketing and all this stuff. Like, is
Right.
there? I don't know too much about all the social medias because I told you the ones that I have.
Yeah.
But is there a really big marketing like social media app? Like,
I don't know. I think Instagram's just the one because it's like you can like I think a lot of people that have used Instagram for the last like 5-7 years can like kind of agree that there's a lot more like corporate entity and like marketing and
because when you scroll through your feed, you're getting
Ads and ads and
like
ads and
every
ads.
5 posts you scroll through, there's a
Yeah.
different ad for something.
like 5 years ago you didn't see an ad.
No.
You saw like, oh, okay, there's your cousin's new cat or something like
Yeah.
that. Now you just see, okay, here's a
No,
new ad, a
there's
new
an
ad.
Oh,
a
that
new ad.
looks cool. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this jewelry.
So I
this
think
place.
to answer your question, Instagram kind of is that.
Yeah.
It's a lot more
It's a lot
business
more than just
associated.
Yeah.
Which is, it's good for the business people that are, starting their businesses and using Instagram as a good tool for marketing their business, which is kind of the way to go, like I said. But for some people that I could see that they might get a little annoyed by the constant ads,
Yeah.
especially if they see the same ones over and over and over and over
Yep.
again. But, what are you going to do? It's the same as walking down a street and seeing billboards, right? But one Instagram that's very controversial is Snapchat,
Snapchat.
We both use it. I've been thinking about stopping using it just because, like,
Same.
when you think about it, like for our kind of community, a lot of people do this, is like the only thing you use Snapchat for is like streaks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or like texting.
Yeah.
But it's like if you already
You got other. When
Apps
you
to
buy
do
a
that.
phone, it comes with the texting app.
you get iMessages.
You just get the iMess. But then you don't have to get the person's phone number if you get a Snap, but you have to get their username, all that stuff. So it's
Yeah.
just like getting their phone number. It's simple.
Yeah.
But
Snapchat isn't as much as a business oriented
no, definitely
marketing
not.
thing.
It's more of
There's
just,
a lot of weird things on Snapchat too.
Snapchat can be used for good and bad.
And bad, yeah. Like anything, like any social media, but it's a little bit more
I think it's more on the bad side.
for some, yeah.
For if you use it the right way, just keep using it. But if you do bad stuff with it, like
Maybe rethink it, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah.
and like I saw like it was like Snapchat's gonna be like anything you say on Snapchat, they'll save all the files.
Right, I
for
saw
now.
I saw something about that too.
And like if anything like happens like in a case or something, they
Have like legal use to use
what
your
you said and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah, it's a big thing. People were like reposting that they don't give Snapchat the allowance to do that.
yeah, that was some big poll. I think that was fake though. Personally,
I think it might have been a little bit fabricated, I guess, but you don't really know.
you don't know. Like that could happen, and it'd honestly be kind of a good thing if it did happen.
Yeah.
Because then it would stop cyberbullying. Because I find lots of cyberbullying goes on through Snapchat because people come to our school.
it can be anonymous. Like you
Yeah.
view it and then it's gone. Right. Yeah.
And-
Luckily, I would say in our community we don't have that much.
No.
But in other,
You don't hear about it too much, but
No,
other
no.
places you definitely do.
yeah. But then again, we are older than some people that get that. But one of I was saying, Instagram arguably was the biggest social media. This one I would say is a big contender, which is
Twitter.
Right.
Twitter. I use Twitter for sports.
I hardly use Twitter anymore. Hardly.
I use Twitter for sports so I can stay up to date with everything. Because when I'm on Instagram, I see everybody. I see
Right.
all my friends, like family, big people that I follow, plus
Right.
the sports bit.
Right.
On Twitter, I'm strictly following sports,
Okay,
so
yeah.
I just get updates about the sport. Like right now, it's the baseball ALCS game, Houston
Okay.
versus the Yankees. It's all on like my Twitter. Twitter's just blowing up with all little videos of all that stuff. And if I'm not at a TV, I can just see all the good things happening during the game.
Right.
So I find Twitter. I use Twitter for sports. And I don't really use it for too much else.
Yeah, in the creator kind of community, Twitter's a big thing for like the news and like the community. But I don't use it as much. And yeah, but one thing that I do use Twitter for would be raffles. That you know,
Yes.
like sneaker raffles.
Yeah, you told me about those.
Right, and because some national stores that we have, like livestock and stuff like that, they do like Twitter and Instagram raffles.
Mm-hmm.
So often, like I get one of my friends to do them with me, so I just have a higher chance.
Yeah.
Like I think the last one I did was the Yeezy Cloud reflective one. If you're not a sneakerhead, you don't know what that is. If you
I'm
are,
not a sneakerhead. I know nothing about. I know what Yeezys look like, but I don't know anything about them.
Right. But the reason that what was I gonna say? The reason that I use Twitter for the raffles is because it just gives me like an extra like kind of entry,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like I said, the last thing I did it was on the Cloud 350 raffles.
Yeah.
For the reflective version.
Did you win it or no?
Dude, I didn't win it, but
But?
I also entered for the non-reflective, and the non-reflective were more produced. The reflective was kind of like the more rare one that goes for more money,
Mhm.
which goes for a lot of money. It's like 800, 900 Canadian,
Wow.
which is, that's a pretty penny
That's,
over retail.
That's really good. Yeah.
But the non-reflective is kind of a brick, and like in like the reselling industry, brick means like it has no resale.
Yeah.
Like a brick would,
Mhm.
like, So
Now walk me through the raffle thingies.
okay,
How
so
do you explain for, like me, somebody who doesn't know what a raffle is, to win a shoe?
Okay.
How do you do it? Because I kind of want to do this because it sounds fun,
okay,
and I
yeah.
can help you out and give you my Twitter, and then you get another entry.
Okay,
and all
I
that
give you
stuff.
50% profit,
Yeah.
just like I give with
Look
all
it
my
up.
other people.
Business right there, people. That's how you make business. But
Connections, yeah.
now-
Okay, so the raffles. What you do with the raffles generally is you there's different apps that you could use, like S&S, like sneakers and stuff.
Mhm.
It's an American company. They have like boutiques in other countries, like I think they have a couple of European ones.
Yeah.
But they do raffles on their S&S app. So I have a bunch of accounts, which you're not supposed to do, but I have a different phone number for each one, so it's
Yeah.
technically fair. So I do raffles through that, which I think I can get like 6 per individual item.
Wow.
It's a good chance, but it's like there's so many people that do it.
Yeah.
I've never won, but
Yeah.
it's just like the more persistent you say, like eventually you might get one.
Mm-hmm.
But for that one, all you have to do is enter your size, because you already have an account made
Yeah.
with all your like shipping and payment information.
Mhm.
So you just have to enter your size that you want, and then like if you're ordering it online or if you're picking it up in store, and then that's it.
Okay.
But for the Instagram ones that we were talking about, like for livestock is one
Yeah.
that I do. For Instagram and Twitter, you have to like specifically for livestock, it's a hashtag you have to put in the tweet or in the comment.
Okay.
It's just so they can kind of like file it and tend to the tweets easier. So
Mhm.
there's a hashtag. And then the size, the city, because livestock is a Canadian company, so I think they only do Canadian entries.
Okay.
So you have to put your Canadian city that you live in, which
Yeah.
is ours is Victoria,
Victoria. Yep.
and then you have to like tag your friends. That's like the standard one. Everyone
Yeah,
does
yeah,
that,
yeah.
which is like brand awareness, kind of like the marketing thing that we were
Yep.
talking about. It gets more people involved.
Definitely.
And then there's like, your U.S. size, city, tag, and then that's the hashtag on Twitter. You don't have to do that on Instagram. And that's basically it. So that's kind of how you do it. There's different ways you could do it. S&S is the easiest, in my opinion, and other online raffles. But like for social media, it's just like it's a bonus. You might as well do it.
Another pro for social media. It's just the business stuff again.
Yeah.
It's a great way to start a business. You can
Market your company.
Yeah. We're doing entrepreneurship in class
Yeah.
at school.
Yeah.
And
That's what they talk about.
Yeah, she told us that like if you want to start something, use social media. It's a great
Yeah.
way. Everybody sees it.
Yeah.
Because once it's out there, and then who
It
knows?
circles.
Yeah.
Kind of like YouTube videos do,
Yeah.
So yeah.
And trends.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly, like trends. And speaking of trends, one thing that one of my reselling peers told me, like recommended that I talk about, was the decline in Yeezy hype, and this kind of goes with the trends and the business sort of thing.
Yeah.
So there's in product and like business, there's a lot of trends
Mm-hmm.
which drive market, right? So like for instance, like for Yeezy, like Yeezy being like Kanye's Adidas shoe.
Yeah.
There was a big trend. So I think from 2015 to like 2017, maybe 2018, probably not. Kind of like
Yeah.
2015 to 2017, like end of 2017. Yeezy, like the
Was-
Adidas Yeezy was huge,
Huge.
super popular. 2015 when it started, it was just everything was reselling
Everything,
for
yeah.
so much money. Everyone was hyped over. Everyone was buying it.
Yeezy was the talk.
Yeezy was the talk. It was the shoe. It was like, oh, did you get those new Yeezys?
Yeezys.
But what happens over time is if you release the same thing and kind of even out your supply and demand, which ultimately supply and demand drives market
Yep.
and aftermarket. So if your demand meets your supply, it's like you're still selling and your product will still sell out. But for aftermarket sellers, like resellers,
Yeah.
there's not much money because basically like everyone that wants it gets it, you know?
Yeah.
And there's still money behind like Yeezys, like more specifically 350s. That's the most popular model. There's still money behind it. Like if you get like for instance like a Lundmark, which is like a regional exclusive for North America that released I think in June, July. Like that doesn't have that much resale, but since it's a neutral tone that people like to wear, like you're not gonna wear pink shoes.
Absolutely not.
Like casually, like you're wearing black right now, which is a very neutral thing. I got cream and black, like so when you get like a neutral item, there's more, like, people want to wear it because it looks good and it goes with more things.
Yeah.
So kind of like the decline in Yeezy hype is just because there's so many new colors.
And there's all like, do you think like when the new Off-White shoes came out, did that
kind of
take
killed
away
it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So in 2017 when Virgil started doing the Off-White,
Nikes, like they came out with all Off-Whites.
Yeah, it was like Yeezy, and then Off-White kind of like, nah, stay back there.
Yeah,
it's us now.
Because they came out with the Jordans.
The 10 Jordans, Vapor Max, Prestos, so on and so forth.
And they have that little tag on them, right?
Tag,
the orange
tag. I have one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, and
everyone liked it because it was something new.
Yeah.
You know, it was cool. Virgil did a good job.
Definitely.
Like recreating it, and everyone's like, okay, Yeezy, still cool, but it's like Off-White's where it's at now, and it still is like that.
Like, I still see people wearing Yeezys and everything.
Yeah, they're super popular.
It's not one of those shoes that you see people walking down the streets
fantasizing about.
Everybody's like,
they're like,
staring at your
he got them new Yeezys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Yeezys, I've seen those.
It's kind of like a trend. It's like, it's like it comes and goes, right?
But you see somebody wearing Off-White shoes walking down.
You don't see that often. You're like,
oh, those are cool. Nice. I kind of want one of those. Then you look at the price and you're like, well, that person just sold their whole life to get that. But like, shoes can get very expensive.
Yeah. But it's just the supply and demand, like I was talking about. So if you have high demand and low supply, that's just kind of what drives market value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Joker movie.
Okay, so I actually did see that.
You saw it.
I saw it recently.
You saw it recently.
I did. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen
the trailer. You haven't seen it?
I know who the Joker is.
Oh yeah, everyone does.
And that's about it.
That's about it. Well, so it was a good movie. It was a very good movie. It was a very good movie. When I saw the trailer, as much as I like Joker, like the character behind it, and I like Batman movies, like Dark Knight is my favorite movie.
I don't know anything about like superheroes or
Batman.
that stuff.
Batman Dark Knight from 2005 is the best movie ever made in my opinion.
Wow.
Heath Ledger, incredible job as Joker.
Yeah.
It's too bad that he passed away shortly after the movie was made. But this new guy, what's his name? I don't want to. It's really hard to pronounce. His last name's Phoenix.
Okay.
When I saw the trailer, I thought it was like a little bit like it kind of shows a lot of the origin behind the Joker.
Yeah.
So I think that's what this movie was. That is what this movie was about. That's what they were going for, and that's what they hit.
Yeah.
When I saw the trailer, I wasn't too like. It was like, okay, I still want to see this movie, but I'm not. I'm not hyped for it.
I'm not gonna be there, and I'm not gonna be bored.
But when I saw it, when I actually did see the movie, I was like, this is a really good movie.
Mm.
It's really intense in some situations.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it because it is still a new movie, but some of the scenes are like really intense and it kind of like get your heart going a bit.
Mm.
But the one problem that I did have with it is that the origin is like really dragged out.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have had more of like the crime aspect behind him more in it.
Yeah.
It was in there a little bit, but I think a little bit more in it, and less more about his sad life.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Which was the Star Wars movie that was like 3 hours long?
Star Wars?
It was one of the new ones. It was like with Kylo Ren. It was, I don't know what it was called. It was like before Rogue One came out. And it was
Force Awakens. I don't know if it was 3 hours.
Or like 2.5 hours. Because I went and saw that one in
2015 when it came out.
Yeah, in like the movie theater.
Yeah.
And I was hyped from the trailer because Star Wars is a good like movie and everything. And, all
super
like the trailer came out and I was like, this is gonna be good. I went with my cousins and I was like, I found that to be dragged out way too long.
Yeah.
And like
I think some movies are like that. Like Endgame. Like this is kind of like against that. Like Endgame was a super long movie, 3 hours long.
Yeah.
I don't think it was dragged out.
No.
I think everything that they should have hit, they hit, and I think they hit it really well. And I think, that's what I think. Endgame is like the highest grossing movie ever. Like Joker movie, I think their budget for the movie was about $55 to $70 million, which is kind of like it's a big movie.
That's a big movie, but that's a lot of money.
And I think they brought in like so far around like 280, 290 million
Yep.
US,
That's
which is a good movie. But
very.
I think Endgame broke billions,
Wow.
like
That's-
in the first
that's-
little while, which is nuts.
Very.
That's why I think it is the biggest movie,
But
money wise.
it's a good movie.
It is a really good
If you
movie.
haven't seen it, you should see it.
I just watched it a couple weeks ago with my dad. I'm like, God damn, this is a good movie.
Like,
This is a
this-
really good movie.
It's a banger.
For 3 hours though, like if you're one that gets kind of like if you fall asleep in movie theaters,
Yeah.
like I don't think you have to worry about this. Like
No.
this one keeps you on your toes.
I was.
It was
Like-
funny too. It had some good
Mm,
comedic.
I watched it
things.
with my family, and we didn't know how long it was going to be, so we started it at 9,
Yeah, and then
not
it
knowing
dragged
it
on.
was 3 hours.
Yeah.
Stayed up till midnight watching it,
Yeah.
and then I dreamed about being one of the superheroes. And
Dude, it's nuts how that
like,
happens sometimes.
I know it's like you watch a movie,
And then you just hit the pillow
and
after,
you
and
like
that's
you
what,
fall
that's what
asleep,
comes
and you're
up.
like, man, if I was Iron Man. Like, I don't want to spoil it for anybody here. Like, if
I
you
know.
haven't seen it, like, spoiler alert, skip
was some-
past this. But I mean, if I was Iron Man, I think I could have survived. I personally think I could have survived.
When he died though, I was sad because like me and my dad when I was growing up, me and my brother when we were growing up, Iron Man was like it was kind of like the first like Marvel movies for like the MCU. Obviously there was X-Men and stuff like that, but they didn't really count.
I watched the X-Men stuff. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But Iron Man was like the first one, and like Iron Man's like Marvel's moneymaker, but
Yeah.
they just kind of killed him off. But like, it was like I feel like they did it in the right way.
Definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
It was more like a noble thing, which is good, but it was sad.
Definitely. But like, are more movies gonna be coming out of that? Like, are there gonna be more like superhero movies like after this, or do you think that was kind of like them saying like
That's
we're
it.
done?
I think I heard that they're starting like a new like it's like phase 3 or phase whatever. I don't really know what that means, but I think it means like they're gonna get like new superheroes or like new teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which could be cool. It could mean more money.
That'd be cool if they introduced new superheroes.
Yeah, they could make more like origin movies, which
Yeah.
would make them more money, which it could be cool. But like I'm kind of like the classics kind of guy. I like
Mhm.
Iron Man. I like Captain America.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
But with Spider-Man, what is? Saw like
What's the
with
deal behind
What's
Spider-Man?
the deal with behind Spider-Man?
I don't know.
'Cause I saw like
I heard they sold it back to Sony, or Sony took the rights back. But then I heard that it's back. And then,
yeah, like the Spider-Man situation is crazy.
Because that new movie came out, the Homecoming, or no, not Homecoming,
Homecoming.
Far From Home,
Far From Home
came
yeah.
out in July.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, are they still with Marvel or are
but
they with
I don't know.
Sony?
I haven't seen that one. Probably
haven't
going
seen
to.
it.
I like Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's what I grew up with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's like
Like,
go-to.
Spider-Man was like Spider-Man had the catchy theme song.
He's the
like,
goat.
Spider-Man.
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 Yeah,
And,
we
like,
don't get
we
copyrighted.
won't start singing it on.
You know the one. You know.
But everybody knows it,
Yeah.
and it just.
But Iron Man was like the moneymaker for Marvel, though.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know how much money that he brought in,
Yeah.
like with his involvement, but like, dude, it was a big one. But some of the actors still have contracts with Marvel still for a couple more movies.
Okay.
Like I think the guy that plays Hulk still has a couple.
Yeah.
I heard Spider-Man had a couple, but with the
We don't know.
with the Sony thing, I don't really know.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, I think the guy that plays Thor has a couple more, and some other ones have a couple more.
Thor's a cool superhero.
Yeah,
Kind of like Thor, how he's the god.
with the hammer. Yeah, and I liked in Endgame when he got like fat and he was playing.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
that was cool.
Yeah,
that was
it was interesting.
I felt like that was more on the comedic side.
Comedic humor.
Of,
It was needed, you know. Sometimes
Yeah.
in the intense situations, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and then looking at the
But-
clock, we have to wrap this up because we have to get going. 'Cause
Yes,
I got to
we do,
go
yes,
for
we do.
my Thanksgiving leftover dinner.
Yeah.
But
But it was a good episode.
it
you
was
know?
a good episode.
Good
I'm glad we
conversation.
could get it out, something for you guys.
Yeah.
And if you have any feedback or anything, or you want us to talk about anything, just
Let us know.
let us know in the comments.
Yeah, our Instagram's on the screen. Make sure to give us a follow. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys next week. See ya.
Yeah.